All right. Melissa said shoulders. Gotcha, Melissa. Let's do shoulders. Yeah, we haven't done shoulders in a while. That sounds good. So let's see. Someone else said something here. Nope. That's the shoulders comment. Okay. So we are recording and it is 5:30, I believe. Yes, it is exactly 5:30. So come on onto your mats and my voice is coming through. Good, good, good. All right. So just come into a seated position, an easy pose with your legs crossed. So remember that I'm just trying to see how much of my body gets on the screen. Okay, this is good. Got kind of a lot here, but that's good. Okay, kind of a wide view, wider than usual, it looks like, but it works. And look at it, so bright that it's even kind of coming through my shades. So I may be a little bit dark right now. Stay on your mat, start breathing. I'm going to get an extra light just in case. Can someone just unmute and tell me if you can see me or if I need another light? Am I shadowy? Am I just a big shadow or can you see me well?
You're good.
Thank you. Okay, good. Then I'm not going to need to rearrange things. Okay, so seated pose, easy pose. So remember, in the easy pose, because you are at home and you have things around you that you can use, if you want to get a flat pillow, like a little throw pillow, and prop it under your hips and let your legs come forward off that pillow, sometimes that works really well and is more comfortable. If not, sitting bones to the ground, to your mat, close your eyes. Just feel your body and your breath. Okay, so when you first start practice, you're not exactly in that yoga mind, right? So the mind tends to flit from this to that, a little less settled than it'll be very soon here. So just allow everything to get nice and settled. All right. So for this practice, if you'd like to, make an intention to really be here, to be in your practice, to feel your body moving, to enjoy the movement of your body, to accept how much your body can move and where you may have limitations and may need to modify or even take a break. And as you're breathing, just notice the inhales and the exhales moving your body. Notice the sensation of your breath within your body. Allow your shoulders to soften and feel a very, very slight lifting at the heart center. Relax your jaw, your eyeballs, your inner thighs, your hands and your feet. Open your eyes. All right, now we're going to kind of get the eyeballs here. We're going to kind of stretch the eyeballs, if you will. So as you turn your head to the right, don't start yet. Find a place to look at right in front of you right now so that your gaze is just nice and straight in front of you, whatever it is. Catch that point with your gaze. Make your gaze soft, but on that point. And as you turn your head to the right, keep your eyes on that point. Turn your head as much as you can. Try to keep the eyes on that point. They'll feel a little strained when you get off to the side. Now, keep that point. Rotate your head to center again. Soften your eyeballs. Head to the other side. Keep that focal point. Keep looking at that spot. Hold it there. Feeling that little bit of tension in the eye muscles, and back to center. One more time to the right. Okay, heads all the way to the right. Eyes are turned to the left, watching that point. Back to center. Stop at center, soften the gaze. Now head to the other side. Keep that visual point. Keep it, hold it. Back to center. Oh, yeah. Close your eyes. Soften your eyeballs. All right, open your eyes gently. Rub your palms together. Get a lot of heat. You know what we're going to do. We're going to place these palms like little cups over the eyeballs. Okay, close your eyes and just put the two little palm cups over your eye sockets and close your eyes. Now notice when your eyes are closed, there's an inner visual field, right? There's a visual field with your eyes closed. Look at that. It's not all black. Take a look. And just like your eyes open visual field, it's forever changing. There's always little changes in the inner vision there. And then rest your palms to the insides of your thighs. Lift your heart, drop your shoulders, pull your navel back, press that energy down to your sitting bones. Take the crown of your head up high, chin down. Oh, feel the straight spine there. All right, now let's just start to turn the spine in big circles. Some nice inhales and exhales as you turn. Oh, yeah, this is opening the hips and the lower back. And then notice how your core is where the energy comes to make this turning. Just notice that. Notice that. Yeah, it's driving this. Reverse, other direction. And back to center. All right. Right knee facing forward. Okay. And the left foot facing forward. Right hand is on the top. Excuse me, left hand is on the top of your right foot. Okay. Sit up as straight as you can. Now take your right hand to the front of your left ankle and take that left foot over your right leg. And then get those feet tucked in as close to your body as possible. And then relax the legs as much as possible. You're going to feel this opening in the left hip here. Now let that left thigh bone get really, really heavy. And feel the left hip open up. Take your arms out to the sides. Turn your palms back, pinky forward. There's the triceps. Bring the arms back behind you. Now bring them to the side again. Flip those palms up. Lift the arms up to the ceiling. Bend your right elbow. Take your right hand into your upper back. Glue it there. Left hand takes a hold of that right elbow, sneaks it up closer to your head. Okay, straighten your spine again after you have that. And then you get this really big opening in the tricep, right? Okay, and we're also going to look for a nice big opening in the shoulders here. So Left arm comes to the side. Palm faces back. Arm pushes back. Elbow bends. Okay, walk that left hand up your back so that the fingertips are either facing each other or looking at each other. And here we go, hips and shoulders. Okay, now tuck your navel back and keep your back straight. Keep that spine straight and just come forward, even if it's just an inch or two. Just come forward a bit. Come forward a bit more. Hold it here. Breathe. Okay, listen to this. Take your right elbow toward your left knee and turn. Okay, I know you feel that in the left shoulder. Okay, now we're going to lift up with the torso turned to the left and spin forward again. Release the right arm. Release the left arm, turn the palms up, lift the arms up to the ceiling, take the palms together, intertwine the fingers, press the palms up to the ceiling, squeeze your biceps in toward your ears, draw your navel back. A few deep breaths here. And open up the arms here. Okay, left arm comes across the body, takes a hold of that left leg, okay, left foot, or yogi toe lock around the big toe, and then take that left leg forward, straighten it. Now straighten the right leg in front of you. Now take your right hand to the back of that left leg, and then the left hand, intertwine your fingers, bend your elbows, bring that leg up close to you. Feel it? Opening up the hamstrings, back of the thigh. Okay, listen up. Flex that left heel, pull in the navel, straighten your spine, even if you're coming back a little, but keep the spine straight, even if, okay, check this out. See, I'm coming back a little. I'm not sitting straight up. I'm coming back just a little bit. Now straighten the arms, back stays straight, and the chest lifts slightly. Now, release your arms to the sides and slowly bring that leg down to the ground. Oh, got a Charlie horse with that. All right. Now, both legs straight in front of you. Flex the heels. Take the fingertips into the ground. Walk your hips back. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get my clock. Walk your hips back and now come forward into a seated forward fold. There we go. That's what I want. I have this clock that I look at so I can time myself. Seated forward fold. That's it. That's it. Soften into it. You can round your back. No big deal. And slowly come back up. Left knee bends forward. Okay. Now you have your right hand taking that left foot, bringing it close to you. Okay. Now, take a hold of your left foot or left ankle and right foot or right ankle, sorry, and bring it over your left leg. So pretzeled up here. I'm losing track of right and left. Okay, now we've got the right hip nice and open. Can you feel that? Really open. Now you have a hold of both ankles or both feet. Just try to tuck them in as close to your body as you can get them. Now let that right thigh bone get really heavy and fall off to the side. Just let it relax. I mean, when I say fall to the side, I mean maybe a millimeter or two. Just kind of let it relax, just so that we can really open that right hip. Bring the arms out to the sides. Palms back, pinkies forward. Draw the navel back, push the energy into the sitting bones. Feel your foundation down there. Bring the arms back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Okay, palms up, bring the arms to the sides, lift both arms up. Bend the left elbow this time. Left hand comes into your back body. Right hand takes a hold of that left upper arm bone, draws it toward your head, and then you get this immense opening for the tricep muscle. Okay, straighten the spine again. Now release the right arm. Turn that palm behind you. Bring the arm back. Bend the elbow. Top of the hand now is walking up your back toward the other hand. Fingertips are facing each other, possibly even touching. Just relax into this. You've got a big shoulder opening on both, right? Both sides, left, right, just kind of a different way of opening both. Okay, now pull your navel back, come forward. Just a little. You don't have to come back much. Come forward much. Bring it back up. Release the left arm and the right arm. Okay. Right arm comes over. Okay. Gets a hold of that right foot or yogi toe lock. Brings that leg forward and straightens it. Okay. Now straighten the left leg. Now grab a hold of the back of that right leg with your hands. Intertwine your fingers, elbows to the sides, bend. Oh, hamstrings, right side. Flex that heel a lot, straighten the arms. So you fall back, but you keep the back straight, but you're just kind of sitting back there. Arms are straight. Bring the arms out to the sides, flex that right heel, slowly bring the leg down to the ground. Sit up straight. Take your hands forward, palms down into the shins. Bend your elbows down as you send your heart forward and come down into a forward fold. That's a little bit more controlled than the last time, right? So just keep the back straight. Keep the back straight. Now round it and release, surrender. Totally let go here. Undersides of both legs, you feel that? Back, feel the sensations that this pose is giving you. Now, right here, full opening of the rib cage when you breathe, all the way around, front and back of the rib cage and the sides, 360. Oh yeah. Another big one. Drop the forehead toward the knees. One more, 360-degree breath. Ah, what about one more? They feel so good. Place your palms on top of your shins. Straighten your arms. Bend your elbows down towards your knees. Come forward. Just come as low as you can, keeping a very nice straight back. And coming back up again. All right. Taking it to table pose from here. A nice squared off table pose with the wrists falling just beneath the shoulders and the knees falling just beneath the hips. Belly tucks up, make that tabletop nice and strong. Fingertips are spread and you're pushing into your mat. Push so much so that you can feel your upper arm muscles react to that pushing, that pressing. All right, nice. Elbows come back, tail comes up, udders fall down, chest forward into a cow pose. Now let's just hang out into this cow pose and really feel it. You keep pressing into the hands. Yeah, keep pressing so you're not collapsing into this at all. And can you feel how stretched the front of your torso is, especially the front at the belly? Just a really nice stretch. Also feel the curve of your back. Feel the width of your hips. Now lift from the crown of your head, just another half inch. All right, round the back, belly tucks up, tail curls under, head drops, cat pose. Press into the hands again. Feel the strength of both arms and let your head relax and just drop between your arms. Good deep breaths here with that nice curved spine lifting up toward the ceiling. Now back into a cow pose. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, table pose. All right, thread the needle. Let's get to those shoulders again. Right arm comes up. Right hand scoops behind the left wrist. Place the right palm up. Drop into your right shoulder. Drop your head. All right, awkward pose. Takes a while for the body to get used to being in it. And then as soon as it is, rearrange that left arm and left hand so that really the left shoulder is completely out of the picture. I like to kind of drop mine at the side of my body. Take my hand off the ground, but you can do whatever you want. You can even put a bind in this if that feels good. Now breathe and feel how the movement of the breath is transferred into that right shoulder area. That 360-degree breath, feel how it just really gets into that right shoulder, moves it a little bit. And release the left palm to the mat right in front of your face. Push into it to lift. Slowly release that right arm. Come back into a table pose. Okay, got your table pose. Left arm sweeps up. Thread the needle on the other side. Drop down into that shoulder. And let your weight slowly drop into it. Right arm can go wherever. Can just stay right where it's at if that feels good. Give your body time to realize that this position is okay, that it can relax. And then notice the movement of your breath and how it affects that left shoulder in this position. Right palm into the mat again, lifting it up, releasing that left arm, back to table pose. All right, press down into those palms. Take the left knee in just a couple inches, and right knee stays bent, but pick it up next to you, fire hydrant style. Okay, now listen up. Take the right knee toward the right shoulder, then lift it up just a little bit and take it behind you, and then down to the ground next to the other knee, and then out to the side. Shoulder to the side, to the back, and down to the knee. Bring it up again. Shoulder, side, back. So let the knee be the leader down to the other knee and to the side. We're going to change it up. Listen up. shoulder, side, back, knee, shoulder, side, back. Okay, now listen, you're on your own. What I want you to do is think about making a circle, a big circle with the knee. We're working on hip mobility and hip strength here. So you are rotating your femur bone, your thigh bone within the hip joint. Reverse that circle. Okay? Don't worry about it looking pretty. I just want you to feel this in your right hip. Keep it as smooth as and controlled as you can. Keep your belly lifted while you're doing this. And let that leg come back down. Okay? Let the right knee drop just beneath the right hip. Look back and make sure that you're in a nice table pose. Now take the left knee, no, I'm sorry, the right knee in a little bit. Take the left knee up to the side, fire hydrant style. Okay, press into those hands, lift the belly. Take the knee to the shoulder. Now up a bit into the side. Now behind you and down to the other knee and to the side again. Shoulder up into the side, back, down toward that other knee, lift it to the side. Shoulder, side, back, down to the knee and up. Now we're going to do the full circles. Shoulder, side, back, down to the knee, up to the shoulder. Okay? You're on your own. Just feel it. Feel it. Don't worry about it being, perfectly smooth or whatever. Just get that femur moving in a circular motion. The easiest way is to use your knee as the guide, right? Versus concentrating on the hip movement. It's really just the knee. Reverse. Keep the belly pulled up. Stay strong. Press into those hands. Two more big circles in this direction. And bring it down. Oh yeah, feel those hips. Take the knees out to the sides of your mat and your big toes together. Press your hips all the way back and push forward into your palms. Nice straight back. Now slide your hands forward and feel your spine get stretched and your torso make its way down closer to your mat. Cobbler pose. Okay, for those of you who can get all the way down, drop your forehead into the mat. And lift your head, your body, walk your hands in close to you again. Take your knees in behind your wrists, lift up into a table pose again. All right. Curl your toes. Curl them some more. Press into your toe pads and stretch underneath your toes and your soles of the feet. Now press your hips back towards your heels. Walk your hands back to the sides of your knees and see if you can sit on your heels and get a good stretch in your feet. If that's too much for you, take some of the weight off, bring it forward and just bring it back just a little bit. But if you can, sit here. Press into the toe pads and feel the toe muscles work here. Okay, and then of course you have that big band, that big fascia at the bottom of your foot, right? You're getting that nice and stretched. Bring your hands forward, tops of your toes to the ground here. And then just bring your hips back. Lift up again. Now take your hips all the way to the right and back. Yeah, and just drop that right hip out to the side. Feel a big stretch in the right hip. Now walk your hands to the left. Bend your elbows. Drop your head. And now we've got that whole right side of the torso open here and the right hip. Feel that. Deep breath, even here. Hands back to center. Lift those hips. You're back to a table pose. Okay, swing the hips all the way over to the left, as far to the left as you can get them. Now press back toward that left hip. Press it back, back, back. There it is, opening the left hip. Bend the elbows, drop them down. Walk your hands to the right. Okay, lateral stretch for the spine here and for the left side of your torso. Feel the rib cage, the left hip. Drop your forehead and breathe. And walk your hands back to the center of your mat, lift up. Okay, take your elbows down toward the sides of your mat. And then intertwine your fingers, okay, and make a little hole where you can see right through your hands all the way down to your mat. See that little hole? Okay. Place the crown of your head on that hole. Okay. Now, listen up. You don't release all the weight of your head into your hands. You're just kind of more or less hovering over that hole. Instead, press deeply into the elbows, into the arms. See what happens? Brings it up into the shoulders, right? Right? Press into those arms. Yep, use your shoulders. So the head's just really floating there. Now take your knees a little closer to you. Curl your toes. And if you can, take your knees off the ground. Press into those arms using those shoulder muscles. And for those of you who want to straighten the legs, that's another option. If you're straightening the legs, make sure you keep your belly pulled up. Dolphin pose. For those of you who have the straight legs, bend your knees, bring them to the ground again. Tops of the feet to the ground again. Lift up and come into a table pose. All right. Now, curl your toes, lift up, down dog. All right. So just get situated in your dog here. Spread your fingers apart. Press your hands forward. Draw your chest up and back. Lift your hips. Drop your heels as close to the mat as you can get them. And then take a few nice breaths here. Soften your neck, your head. Now glide forward until your shoulders are over your wrists. Keep your belly lifted. Walk your feet back a bit. Shoulders come forward again. Press into those hands and you're in plank pose. Take your left foot to center. Lift your left leg. Lift your right leg. Flex your right heel. Left foot is in the middle, sorry. Bend your right knee, bring it to the elbow. Those of you who don't want to do this, just stay in plank or single-legged plank. Now bring that knee to the left elbow, and then the right, and then the left, and then the right. Send it straight back again. Bring it down next to the left foot. Now let that right foot be at center. Lift the left leg, flex the heel, straighten it. Bend the knee, bring it to the left elbow. Now the right, nice and controlled. Press into those hands, everyone. Press that mat away from you. Left elbow, left, straight back again. Bring it down. Lift it up,
Down dog again. Few breaths here. Left foot comes in just off center. Plant it into your mat. Make that left leg nice and strong. Lift the right leg. Press the chest back and up. Nice, nice, nice. Flex your right heel. Turn your hips to the right. Press more firmly into that left hand. Lift the right ankle toward the ceiling. There's the left inner thigh opening. Right ankle toward the ceiling and pulse it. Keep it lifted. Bend the knee. Relax the foot. Let it fall back a bit. Lift the right knee a bit. Hold it here. Keep pressing into that left hand, keeping that left shoulder nice and strong. Now circle the right foot. Yeah, get that right ankle. And reverse. Straighten the leg. Turn the hips so that they're facing the mat again. Look forward. Right foot sweeps forward or walks forward between your hands. Shimmy the left toes back. Get some nice distance between right and left foot. Look back there at the right foot. Make sure it's on a different track. Left foot is on a different track than the right. Now, flex the left heel and push the left heel back. I want you to really open up your calf muscles with this. Okay? By the way, healthy calf muscles are really good for the feet. Okay, now straighten that right knee. Walk your hands back. Drop your head. Bend the right knee, come forward. Drop the left knee into your mat, top of the left foot. Come to your fingertips to lift your torso, and then press your hips forward, getting into that left hip flexor. Now draw your hips back. Take your right toes toward the ground, walk your fingertips back. Right heel is pressing into the mat, right toes up toward the ceiling. Bend your elbows back, come down. Back of the right leg, getting a huge opening here. Come forward, drop that right foot into the mat again. Curl the back toes, lift that back knee, turn that foot out about 45 degrees, and then come on up to warrior one. Okay, I'm going to face you just so you can see what I'm going to do here with my arms. Okay, I'm going to get the shoulders again. So right here we want left arm under the right for eagle arms. Tops of the hands together or palms. Okay, so got your eagle arms going in your warrior one. Okay, now elbows stay low. Okay, but you are pressing those arms together like crazy and getting this awesome opening for upper back and shoulders. Okay, now lift the elbows just a bit without lifting the shoulders. Now take the hands and let them fall toward your forehead or into your forehead. Now come forward with this. And for those of you who want more, curl up and let the arms drop to the inside of the right leg. Lifting up, if you did that curl. Releasing the arms, bringing them up to warrior one again. Now open this up to warrior two. Nice and spread open. Soften the tops of the shoulders. Drishti is over that right middle finger. Rotate the right palm up to the ceiling. Drop the left arm.
Right arm comes overhead. Right rib cage gets another opening here. Lose that left arm. Now, big breaths here. Back to warrior two. Reach out, heart towards your drishti. Drop the right arm into the inside of the right leg. Lift the left arm, turn the torso, open it to the left. Keep pressing that arm into the leg. Feel the right hip work. Those of you who want to bind, you can bind that top arm, maybe even the bottom arm as well. Release the bind if you've had your arms bound. Intense side stretch. Bring the left arm over your ear. Pull the navel back, everyone. Now bring that arm up. Okay, let's get the shoulder again. Bring the arm behind you a bit. Sweep it over your hip. Now bring it over your head again. Behind you, over the hip, over your ear. Let's reverse this. It's to the hip, back, sweeping over the ear. Remember how we used our thigh bone to make a circle in our hip? We're making our upper arm bone circle within the shoulder. So again, that circular motion, opening a joint. Okay, over the ear for intense side stretch. Come on up, warrior two again. Right foot, swivel it forward, both feet facing forward or toed in. Ready? Inversion. Let's do it. Okay, hinging from the waist. Yeah, all up from the waist, from the hips, not from the waist. And then dropping upside down, inverting your spine and your head and your arms. Oh, yeah, let the neck release. Let the jaw release. Palms into the ground under your head. Straighten your arms to lift your torso. Hands walk forward. Okay. Feel those hands pressing into the ground. Now drop the head between your biceps. Send your heart back. Lift it up. Yeah, just a nice wide dog here. Flowing forward again. Walking your hands back. Look at that right foot. Turn it so it's facing the front of your mat. Take your right hand to the right side of your foot, left hand to the left side of that foot. Lift your back heel, turn those toes forward. Now walk your right foot to the left side of your mat. We're coming into pigeon pose here. Right knee drops toward the right side. Send that left leg straight back. Get leveled through your hips and then come on down. Of course, you can do this on your back with a figure four if you'd like. If you're on your back, left knee is bent above the hip, right knee is bent to the side, right ankle, top of left thigh. Grab under the left thigh, pull it toward you. You're in traditional pigeon, just let it go. Mm. And lifting up and out of pigeon pose.
Curling the back toes, lifting that back knee, pressing into the palms, lift the hips, send the right leg back. Find your down dog again. Again, where's your mind? Try to stay right here. How your body feels right now, your breath. Right leg comes in, right foot presses in into the mat. Send that right heel back, open up the calf muscles, right leg. Lift the left leg, flex the heel. Press forward in the hands, back with the chest, nice and open here. Draw your navel back toward your spine and turn your hips. Feel the weight get transferred into that right arm. Press into the right hand. Push the mat away from you. Fire up that right shoulder. Lift the left ankle closer to the ceiling and pulse it. Lift it a little higher, bend the knee, soften the foot, let the foot fall back. Press into that right hand. Use it, use it. Okay, soften the foot and now turn it. Getting the left ankle. Reverse. Straighten that leg, turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Look forward, left foot comes forward between your hands. All right, lots of space between the left foot and the right. Shimmy the right toes back, get it on another track. Straighten the left knee, drop the right heel, walk your hands back. Bend your elbows back, drop your forehead toward your left leg. Feel the back of your left leg open up. Bend the left knee, come forward. Drop the right knee into your mat and the top of your right foot. Come up to your fingertips to lift your torso. Now press your hips forward to get into that right hip flexor. Feel that. Enjoy that. Breathe into it. Press firmly into the sole of your left foot. Straighten the left leg. Left toes up to the ceiling, left heel digging into your mat. Walk your hands back. Bend your elbows back again, just like you did for pyramid pose. Drop down to feel the back of that left leg open up all the way up to the hip. Feel that? Sciatic nerve, getting some good toning here. All right, drop that left foot back into the mat. Walk your hands forward. Curl the right toes. Lift the right knee. Turn that foot out about 45 degrees. Look for a foundation for your warrior and come up into warrior one. Okay, remember the eagle arms? This time we're going to take the right arm under the left. Okay. So remember, you got the tops of your hands together or the palms. Keep the shoulders low, but press the arms together. Keep using that back leg for stability. Now lift the elbows, keeping the shoulders down. Now let the hands drop into the forehead. Draw your navel back, squeeze your right butt cheek, and if you want to, come forward with this. Just come forward with the torso. If you want even more, curl up. Well, I should say curl down with the arms coming to the inside of that left leg. If you've curled, uncurl. If you've come forward, bring your spine straight up again. Release the arms and come into warrior two. Now really spread apart those arms. Rotate that left palm up.
Lose the right arm. Bring that left arm overhead and open up the left side of your rib cage. Back to warrior two. Check out the drishti. Gaze. Draw your heart out to that drishti. Oh yeah, feel the left leg work. Feel the left inner thigh. Drop that arm to the inside of the leg. Press them into one another and lift the right arm. Those of you who want to bind, you can bind this up. Release the bind. Draw the right arm up and over your ear. Okay. Now bring that arm, sweep it out in front of you into the hip, behind you, over your ear, in front of you to the hip, behind. Okay, so there's your circular motion of the arm bone in your right shoulder joint. Reverse that. And then lift up. Warrior two again. Warrior one. Come on down for pigeon pose. Lifting the back heel, turning those toes forward, moving that front foot to the right side of your mat, dropping the knee to the left. Remember that right leg you want to send straight back, straight back. Okay. Level the hips to the ground and come on down. And if you do a supine pigeon, right knee bent over the hip, left knee bent to the side with the left ankle to the top of your right thigh. Draw your right thigh toward you. So it's a passive stretch, but it's such an intense stretch, right? That it doesn't even feel passive. But bring the passive element into this asana. Relax around this, especially around that hip. Just think about melting everything around that left hip. And then deep breaths. And slowly coming up, curling those right toes, lifting that right knee, squeezing the right butt cheek, lift up, send the left foot back, walk it to the center of your mat. All right, come into a nice standing forward fold, knees bent or not, head is relaxed. Grab the backs of your ankles with your hands, let your elbows bend to the sides. So let everything relax here in this inverted position. Now bend your knees, push your butt back, send your arms forward for chair pose. Hands in Namaste Mudra and chair pose. Bring it to your heart. Lift your elbows. Turn to the left. Left elbow digs into the side of that left leg. Open the arms if you want to. Bind if you want to. Or just keep your hands in Namaste Mudra. If you're binding or your hands are up, bring them back in mudra. Swivel forward, lift. Swan dive forward, hinge from your hips. Drop down into another nice fold. Grab the backs of your ankles. Sit your butt in a little kindergarten chair.
Swing the arms forward, tuck your belly back, soften your shoulders. Strong legs, everyone. Take your hands together in your Namaste Mudra. Bring it to your heart. Swivel to the right this time. Right elbow gets into that leg for more twist. Open your wings if you want to do that. Bind if you want that. Back to the mudra, swivel to center, lift. Swan dive forward, hinge down. Monkey pose. Pull up the navel, send your heart forward. Bend your right knee, take your right fingertips to the center, right in front of your feet. Lift the left arm. Oh, yeah. Feel what's happening in the back of that left leg. That's nice. That sciatic nerve again, right? Feel it? From the hip all the way down. All right, switch sides. Left hand comes to center, bend the left knee, straighten the right. Right arm comes up, and there's the right sciatic nerve. Feel it. Very good for the leg. Very good for the hip, lower back. Right hand to center next to the left, bend the knees, swing the arms back, lift up. All right, all get a full breath up here. Okay, ready to waterfall? You're going to bend your knees and just rush the hands, the arms forward. That's your water. Inhale up through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last time, stay down. Nice. Separate your feet a little bit. Bend those knees. Grab opposite elbows lightly with your fingertips. Let your arm bones get really heavy and separate your wing bones. Let your head get really heavy. Open those little neck bones of your upper spine. Nice. Relax your jaw. Some nice traction here. No, just kind of a little side to side with the arms, like an elephant's trunk swinging side to side here. Just a little bit. And then release your hands from your elbows. And slowly, slowly come up. Palms facing forward. Eyes closed. Mountain pose. Feel the energy. Palms toward you. Right arm comes up. Bend the elbow, take the side of your head, soften both shoulders. Right ear toward the right shoulder. Let's get the left side of the neck. Release that. Right arm comes down, left arm comes up. Bend the elbow, take the side of your head. Bring your ear to your shoulder. There's the right side. Relax your jaw. And release it back to center. Arms up overhead. Nice big inhale. Namaste Mudra over your head. Bring it to your heart. All right, let's bring it onto our mat on our backs. So back body facing the earth. And give yourself a nice big stretch here. Nice big stretch. Arms overhead, chin to the chest. Yeah, feel the length of your body. Flex your heels, open the toes, the fingers.
Nice. And then soften it all back down. All right. Take your knees up over your hips and flex both heels. Take your hands, your arms up toward the ceiling, hands facing each other, hands together, intertwine. Okay, see that little basket you've just formed with your palms? Slip that basket under your skull, right at the base of your skull, and just kind of nestle it in there. Elbows open wide, shoulders are relaxed. Pull the navel down. All right. So, right knee, bring it toward your chest. And then keep that knee bent. Bring the right heel toward the ground, but not quite touching. Bring it up again. Left knee toward your chest. And then that heel comes down. The knee is still bent. Bring it up again. Okay. Both legs come down with bent knees, heels to the ground, not quite touching. And then both knees come up to the chest. And then down to the ground. And then to the chest. Now, if you want to, you can add some more upper abs to this by lifting up your head and your upper back. Not necessary, but if you want to make it a little more difficult, that's a possibility. So this is slow and controlled, really slow, really controlled. Keep breathing through all of this. Don't forget, those exhales are so important. Now bring the knees up to the chest. Straighten only the right leg away from you. And now the left leg away from you. And then the right. Draw that navel down. Draw that navel down. If it's too much and your lower back is complaining, don't bring your legs, your heels as close to the ground. Lift them up a little bit. See, this like a slow motion bicycle without any turning of the chest. All right, head to the ground, arms open in a T position, palms are up. Straighten both legs to the ceiling. Flex the heels, turn the toes out. Okay, make circles with your heels. Keep your belly pulled down. Feel this in the lower back. You're getting a little lower back massage at the same time you're working out your abs. Soften your shoulders if they're starting to scrunch up. Remember, shoulders always want to kind of get in there and help out when they don't help out at all. Okay, at least not for this. Circle in the other direction. Right? It's kind of like effort. Like when you're exerting a lot of effort, the shoulders tend to clench. So if you notice that, consider yourself lucky because then you can relax them. Okay, now bigger circles. Reverse a big one. Nice. Knees to the chest, grab a hold of your shins, press your thighs into your torso. Nice, nice, nice. Arms in a T position, chin to the chest, right leg wraps over the left. And let both legs drop to the left side of your mat. Nice spinal twist here. And release into it. And again, if you have that little pillow, any throw pillows, if you can't get your legs to go all the way down to the ground, prop some pillows under them. Let them fall into the pillows instead of the floor. Nice full breaths here. So if you give yourself really nice deep breaths in this twisted position, you're massaging internal organs in your torso, right? Because you've got them all nice and twisted. So then when you breathe, you're moving them within the twist. Yeah, so just press through that resistance. Get a good deep breath here. Make sure you're staying relaxed in the shoulders, though, and in the legs, everywhere. All right, squeeze those legs together, bring them back up to center, uncross them, rock the hips side to side. Excuse me, walk your hips away from your shoulders. Okay, got a nice long spine happening again, chin to the chest, bend those knees, left leg over the right. Let the legs fall to the right side slowly. Drop them into the ground or your pillows. Deliberately soften that right shoulder. It was pressing into the ground when the legs were falling. Now it can release. Okay, got some good torso twist here. Get some movement with the breath going. Draw your navel back, squeeze your legs together, bring them back to center. Uncross the legs, chin to the chest. Okay, get a hold just underneath your kneecaps of your legs and just kind of nice little circular motion to release that lower back. Reverse. Legs up to the ceiling, open them in a little V position. Bend those knees towards your armpits. Take your hands, grab the bottoms of your feet from the inside. Yeah, keep your lower back into the ground and just push down onto the feet to bend those knees and open the groin and the inner thighs. Okay, let's make this baby happy. Side to side. Little rolling side to side here. Yeah, there's that happy baby. Nice release, huh? Lower back, inner thighs, groin. Nice. Let's do something else. Bring the legs together. Either hold your ankles, your shin, or lock your index fingers with your thumbs around your big toes, yogi toe lock. Open the legs in a really wide V and just let the arms hang. Let the arms be weights to open up the legs here. Even more opening. Now bend the knees, take the soles of your feet together, grab the tops of your ankles, press your elbows into the inner thighs, and open up a little more with this. Release that, cross at the ankles, flick your feet up to the ceiling, down to the ground, and flip over. So now your front body facing the earth. And crocodile pose. Stack your palms, feet are toed in, and then forehead rests on the top hand. All right, head is glued to the hand. Lift your arms off the ground and your legs. Okay, little swim, little flutter kick with the legs. Keep the legs nice and long and come back down. Palms at your chest level into your mat. All right,
Legs are hip distance or closer, feet are toed in. Getting ready for a cobra here. Elbows are pulled in toward your body. Lift your pubic bone, rock it up toward your belly button, let it back down into the mat. Okay, notice how your head is looking, well, your head is in a really nice neutral position because your neck is lined up with the rest of your spine. We're not going to draw, okay, try this. Counter example. Lift your head and look forward. See what's happening to your neck? See how it's curling, it's curving, it's compressing a bit? Now, look down to the mat. See how it's straightening? That's the position your neck should be in for the entire cobra progression, like that. So here we go. Lift up slowly. Press into your hands minimally. Use those back muscles. That's what this is all about, back strengthening. Those of you who go up higher, go higher in back bend. And bring it back down slowly. Forehead, kiss it to the mat. Come up one more time. Remember that neck in that really nice position, relaxed. And then you can look over one shoulder if you want a little lateral twist tonight, and then the other shoulder back to center, bring it back down. Forehead touches the mat, and turn your head to one side, arms come out to the side, bend your elbows, flip your palms up, and you can separate your legs a little bit more, keep your feet toed in. So just rest into that cheekbone. And then very slowly go to the other side. Rest into the other cheekbone. Now slowly bring your head back to center. Bring your palms down into the mat again. Sit up into a table pose and come back into a child's pose. Nice and easy child's pose. Come into it slowly. Feel it open your back. And take a few more breaths there. Okay, going to do a short little shavasana tonight. We have about 3 minutes left. So just come onto your back, open up your body and relax. Feel the sensations of your body. Rather than being aware of the form of your body, right? The outer edges. Instead, feel all the sensations of your body. Experience your body as a cloud of sensations. Okay, and you don't do anything, you just observe. Right? Those sensations just kind of come and go like anything else. They're fleeting. Just notice them, enjoy them. And when thoughts start popping into your mind, no problem. Notice those as well. And let those just dissolve. Okay, just notice them and let them go. No need to hang on to them or contract your mind with them. Just let them be. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, they're all temporary. They come and they go. Okay, so just be aware of all that.
And now take your awareness to your breath and follow your breath very, very precisely. Just for one or two breaths, be really precise. Notice the beginning of the inhale, the end of the inhale, beginning of the exhale, end of the exhale. Follow it. Its entire path, its entire way. One more breath. Follow it. And in tonight's Shavasana, if you'd like to put in a prayer, an intention, or sankalpa, you can do that now. Release it with your next exhale. And slowly make your transition. Roll to one side. And slowly bring yourself to seated pose. And stretch your arms out to the sides. Turn your palms up. Lift your arms. Find a namaste mudra over your crown. Feel it. Bring it down to your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. You probably got an email. In person begins next week. So if you plan on doing that and didn't register, register. I don't know how many are registered. I forgot to ask them to send me the log, but I'm sure there are openings. And I will see you next Thursday. Bye.